Good morning to students. Welcome you all. Today we will start a new chapter of English grammar. The chapter name is classifications of nouns, pronouns, adjectives and adverbs review. So we will discuss here one by one. The student, we will start from here. Nouns. You know that noun is the name of person, place, animal or things. So we will categorize here nouns. Nouns can be divided into first common nouns, names given in common to all people, places and things of the same kind. Common names given to all people, places, things of the same kind. Understand? So see the example here: boy, teacher, city, river, month, fan, dog. These are all common names here. Understand? So you are getting here, all these are common names: boy and teacher, person here the example of person, city is the example of place, river is the example of name. Understand? Month also name, fan is the example of thing, and dog is the common word for animal. Understand? So these are all common words. Understand? Not particular words. Next one is proper nouns, names of particular people, place or things. You know that names of particular people, place or things, we will know it particular. So here Suresh, Mr. Brown. Suresh is the name of boy, particular name, not common name. Mr. Brown is the name of the teacher, suppose that. City is Delhi, the place the example of place is Delhi. River, Ganga. Month, April. Thing, example of thing is Usha fan. Usha is the name of the fan. Understand? So particular name, dog. Tommy is the name of particular dog. Understand? We will discuss here each term one by one. Abstract nouns, names of feelings, ideas or qualities. Here you will get the examples: love, the feeling; anger, beauty; wisdom, wisdom is the quality; kindness. Understand? So abstract noun expresses you know that you will get here what in abstract noun, it expresses feeling, ideas or qualities. Understand? It also expresses condition, poverty is a state, it also expresses a state. Understand? Next one is collective nouns. The student, you know that collective nouns, names of groups of people or collection of things. Names of groups of people will be here or collection of things. Understand? Collective means collection. Example: crowd, team, a team of player; flock of sheep, bunch of grapes, fleet of sheep. Understand? A gang of robbers, a bench of directors. Most of the examples are here. A soul of his. So in this way you will get these words. Understand? The word will indicates about the group of people or collection of things. Bunch of grapes. Understand? A bundle of sticks. Such type of example will be here. You know that, dear student, countable nouns, names of things which can be counted. The things which will be counted will come in the category of countable noun, and the things which will be uncounted will come in the category of uncountable. So here examples are given. Nouns like milk, which can be counted. Nouns like pen, chair, house and tree, which we count. The things which we count will come in the category of countable noun, and which we can't count. Suppose that nouns like, suppose that uncountable nouns. What are the uncountable nouns? Here you are getting nouns like milk, sugar, rice, gold, freedom and happiness are uncountable. So you know that in uncountable noun what will come? Abstract noun, feelings, ideas, emotions, happiness, sorrowness, state, poverty, richness, sadness. Understand? So you know that abstract noun and material noun. Material noun is not given in your book, but I will discuss here, then you will get the better understanding here. Material noun. Material nouns are names of materials or substances out of which things are made. Example: gold, iron, silver, cotton, milk, diamonds, etc. So you know that. What do you mean by the term material noun? Material nouns are names of materials. The names of materials are substances out of which things are made. Things are made from materials or substances. Understand? You are getting here. So here you are getting in the example nouns like milk, material noun, sugar, material noun, rice, material noun, gold, material noun, freedom, abstract noun and happiness, abstract noun. So abstract noun and material noun will come in the category of uncountable nouns. Understand? Advice also. So you have studied it thoroughly. Now I have given the examples by which you can understand it properly. Dear student, now we will discuss here pronouns. Pronoun is a word. Pronoun is a word that is used in a place of noun. Pronoun is used in place of a noun. Understand? So come on here. First one is personal pronoun. Personal pronouns are used for persons, and personal pronouns are used mainly as a subject, as an object here. You know that I, we, you, he, she, it, they, me, him, us, etc. Suppose that I am writing here, he is a good boy. So here we are writing here he. He is a personal pronoun as a subject. Understand? So afterward I am writing here I know him. I is subject and him is an object in this sentence. Afterward we are coming the next one, possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns show possession. Suppose that I am writing here giving the example of possessive pronoun. I know hers. Understand? So here hers is what? Possessive pronoun. Understand? Afterward I am giving you another example for your better understanding. This pen is mine. So mine is here possessive pronoun because after helping verb you are getting mine. My bottle is empty. So here my bottle, after my you are getting noun, so it will be what? my will be here possessive adjective. So you have understood the you have understood the difference of possessive pronoun and possessive adjective. After possessive adjective, noun will come, and here you are getting after verb we have used what? Possessive pronouns, and it will be here hers, ours, yours, theirs. But in possessive adjective this will be her, ours, your, our, your, their. As will be removed from these. Understand? Now we are coming the next one, that is reflexive pronouns. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, ourselves, yourselves. Understand? Themselves. These are known as reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns means that whatever the action will be done by the subject turns back upon the subject. Suppose that I am writing here, he ruined himself. Means whatever action is done is here, the action, whatever the action will be, the impact of the action will be turned back upon the subject. He ruined himself. So whatever is done here, it will come back, it will come return to the subject. Understand? He ruined himself. He ruined himself. He cuts his finger himself. Understand? So whatever the action is done, cuts his finger, and whatever the action is done here, cutting, cuts action, so it will turn back upon the subject. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns are used to point out here, you know, that somebody or something. Here you will get the difference of demonstrative pronoun here. This is my pen. This, that, these, those are known as demonstrative pronoun. This, that, these, those, if these words will be used to point out somebody or something. So this is my pen. After this you are getting helping verb, and this pen is mine. Here you are getting after this pen noun, so it will be here, this will be here demonstrative adjective, because after this you are getting noun. So you have understood the difference here. Now we are coming the next one, interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. The WH words are here: what, which, who, whom, whose, where, when, why. This will be known as WH words, and WH words, if WH words will be used to ask question, it will be known as interrogative pronouns. Suppose that I am writing here, who are you? So it will be known as interrogative pronoun. So who will be here? Interrogative pronoun. Understand? Afterward I am writing, which pen is yours? So it will be known as, which will be known here as here interrogative adjective, because after which we are getting pen noun. You have understood it here? You have understood it clearly, because interrogative pronoun and interrogative adjective. After interrogative adjective, noun will come. After interrogative pronoun, noun will not come, verb will come. So it is the difference here. These are the differences. Next one, relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are used especially to relate sentences. It comes before noun, and to add the sentences also. Here we can know it here by this Example. Dear student, you know that relative pronoun stops the repetition of the noun again and again in a sentence, and it also joins two separate sentences. Relative pronoun will be used in place of noun. It stops the repetition of noun. So here you are getting the examples. Relative pronouns are that, which, who, whom. That will be used for person or thing also. Understand? Who will be used for person, which will be used for things. Understand? And whom will also be used for person, whose will be used as a position to show position. So now it is the example. Here you are getting two separate sentences. Mohan is a good boy. He completes his work. So you can use Mohan is a good boy, and for he you will use who. Mohan is a good boy who completes his work. Understand? Dear student, now we will come to the next one, and the next one is here relative pronouns is completed. Pronouns of quantity and number. Pronouns of quantity and numbers. Many, much, some, few, all, both, each, either, neither. These are used here as a pronouns of quantity and number. Understand? Now we will see the example. All of them were present there. Understand? Afterward we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.